Welcome and thanks for joining our session on ARYA, the digital signage cloud from SpinetiX. I'm George Preston, North America Sales Director for SpinetiX, and I'm delighted to be with you today for Digital Signage Day of Launch Week, coming directly from our US headquarters in Austin, Texas. We're excited for the AV community to get to know SpinetiX and our cloud solution ARYA a little better today. By the end of this session, we hope you'll see how ARYA offers something unique in the digital signage market and how your customers can benefit, all with minimum on-site time and contact. At any point during this session, please use the chat feature to ask your questions live. We'll do our best to answer them in real time. For anything we can't answer immediately, our team will make sure to follow up with a detailed response. If your question doesn't get answered in the chat for any reason, or if you just want to continue the conversation offline, please email me at gpr@spinetix.com. I'd love to connect with you. Let's get started. We know that as many as half of AV experts don't think of digital signage as a strategic value contributor to their business. And that's because most signage systems are just too complicated. They're too risky for the dealer to take on, or they're just too expensive for the average customer, who's often a small or medium-sized business. ARYA by SpinetiX was built to address these problems. It's a solution designed around the end user's everyday needs, and it doesn't require hours and hours of special training. Because it's from SpinetiX, you can trust that it's fast, secure, and scalable. ARYA works in 15 different languages, and the screen updates happen immediately wherever they are in the world. All you need is an internet connection. Now, these are big claims, so let's jump right in so I can show you just how simple ARYA really is. Here's the main menu. Your customer will be using this tool every day, and most of their time is going to be spent here in Create. There are 3 simple ways to use ARYA. First is full screen images and video that the user already has. And this is commonplace with franchises and similar brand-led businesses. They often have plenty of content ready to go. They just drag and drop it into ARYA and it's ready to schedule. The second way is with fixed templates. These 9 templates cover lots of common signage requests. There's RSS news with images included, weather, a list of hours, which is ideal for a waiting area, and then there are other variations of text and images. What's neat here is that instead of having to individually design each layout, you select the company logo, the font, and you can upload custom fonts, and then the color scheme, and then everything is branded automatically. If there's a mix of portrait and landscape screens, that's automatically taken care of, and full 4K video is supported as well. After customizing a template, you can add pages, choose a schedule, and assign to players. Changes happen on screen within a few seconds. To ensure something is always playing, choose at least one layout, could be the logo, for the 24-hour schedule. Otherwise, ARYA is going to use CEC on the HDMI out to automatically power down the screen. You may have also spotted in the interface a COVID-19 section, and that has some graphics in several languages. We added this feature recently to help our customers communicate crucial messages during these few months. There's much more to ARYA that we're going to look at, but before I go on, I want to let you know that everything you've seen so far is available for no monthly cost. We call this our Discovery Plan, and any compatible player, including any device already installed from our most recent product range, has access to this free product. $0 a month, there's no limit on the number of devices in any account, and everyone gets 1 GB of free cloud storage. The third way of using ARYA for customers that want more is ARYA Enterprise. And ARYA Enterprise is only available from the dealer channel. Enterprise opens up the custom create feature within ARYA. Those familiar with our expert tool, LAVNCH, will recognize the free-form, multi-layer design with additional apps like QR codes that reformat on the fly, world clocks, allowing you to add different time zones, very popular feature, as well as smart improvements to the RSS and weather apps that do things like automatically reformat the content depending on the size and position. Pages are more powerful in custom because we can add individual tags to each page. And that means if I want to create two very similar pages just with different weather locations, for example, I can do that all as part of this same layout. And when the players I've chosen pick up the content according to their schedule, instead of displaying both pages, they'll automatically each display the right page according to how they've been tagged. There's another important piece to ARYA, and that's the schedule. You'll find that while most people like creating content first and then pushing it to players, others prefer to think of screens first and then creating content and pulling it to the screens. Both preferences are catered for in the ARYA interface. So in the schedule, all the players are clearly displayed along with their individual schedules, allowing an easy preview of what is going to show in future. The order of items in a player's schedule can easily be changed just by dragging and dropping. And if you spot something wrong, you don't need to go back and find the content in Create, you can just go straight there from the schedule. There's also a thumbnail preview of exactly what's showing on the screen at the time. And this image comes right from the video out of the player, so you know if something's visible here, it's being sent to the display. There are some other options on the main menu as well. Players shows the inventory of devices where you can delete and of course add new players. ARYA can scale from 1 to 100,000 devices, made much easier by the filter by tag feature. Within each player, there are a few options, but for the most part, ARYA is taking care of device management, and we hide that technical management from the user. Another feature in ARYA Enterprise is alerts. Now, we've all been in a presentation where someone, usually a senior person at the end user, says, "Oh, I don't need to use the system, but what I do want is to press a button and see every screen change immediately." And that's exactly what alerts does. Just like in Create, these warnings can be customized or replaced completely, allowing them to cover all or some screens with one click, and then just as importantly, remove that at the right time and revert to the original content. You might wonder, why a separate section for alerts? Couldn't I just save some alert type content along with all my files? Well, not if you're taking advantage of user roles, another feature in ARYA Enterprise. Here you can invite new users via email, you give them a temporary password, and then you toggle individual privileges like create, modify, schedule, and decide if users should have access to billing or player management. So if you give a user only access to alerts, when he or she logs in, that's all they get to see. There's one exception, and that's something every user role gets access to, and that's the last item on the menu, tutorials. In this section, end user ready video snippets provide bite-sized walkthroughs of every feature. Along with the chat support that's always here, and it's manned by real people, not bots, end users are taken care of for all of their first-line support requests. But remember, ARYA Enterprise is a custom product for your opportunity, so if for any reason you want to disable this feature, we can do that for a specific user account. In fact, that's a theme of ARYA Enterprise, flexibility. It's the same with storage. Enterprise increases the storage available from 1 GB in total in the discovery plan to 10 GB more per device that you add. But if your project requires more than that, just talk to us. Now, before I go on to probably the most powerful feature, and it's one that's unique to the Enterprise version of ARYA, I'm going to share a way that you can get access to the full features of Enterprise for demos, for learning, and even for your own use, absolutely free. We'll make available demo accounts with no watermark, no restrictions to anyone who completes this quick form while this presentation is showing. You can get the form at spinetiX.com/ARYA-form. The web address is on screen now. And after submitting it, our team will set up your account within 48 hours. If you already have a free Discovery Plan account, include that in the form and we'll upgrade that to ARYA Enterprise. Remember, do this while this session is running today. And while you're heading to that address now, spinetiX.com/ARYA-form, I'm going to switch to a different piece of software. Sometimes a customer needs more than can be seen in ARYA. Remember, as a solution for everyday use by the end user, it's by design that ARYA doesn't try to be everything. Some features need services. They need your expertise. Being a full-fledged desktop application, LAVNCH gives us more power. Power to connect to cloud sources of content, for example, like this layout that's pulling a table of data directly from Excel online. The background images you can see here are also coming from the cloud, from Google Drive. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Flickr, all of these sources and more are included with LAVNCH along with over 200 other widgets. There's no separate subscription to use any of these features either. Just as with ARYA, all the data sources are included in the price. And that means that when you're talking about ARYA, you can talk about pricing clearly and you don't have to worry about hidden costs. LAVNCH has more advanced features. Video walls are easy to create in LAVNCH with no limit on the number of screens or their orientation or spacing. Some watching will already know LAVNCH, and it will still work as an on-premise tool for when cloud isn't an option. But now LAVNCH works with ARYA, giving you the best combination of an expert content management solution and a simple end-user scheduling tool. Projects in LAVNCH can be uploaded into ARYA, and they appear in the Files section, allowing the end user to schedule them just like their other templates. So this offers a hybrid approach. Your end user might use ARYA for some content, or a combination of ARYA and the LAVNCH content, but they might just use LAVNCH content with ARYA acting only as a cloud distribution and scheduling tool. Whatever the customer needs, you can deliver it with the ARYA cloud, and you can keep your customer relationship whole with the only cloud designed for channel sales. Here's what to do next. Now that you've filled out the demo account request form, here it is again on screen in case you missed it the first time round, spinetiX.com/ARYA-form. It'll be a maximum of 48 hours until your demo account is live. We're going to help you with as many end user demos as you need. Just get in touch with me directly at gpr@spinetiX.com to book a demo slot. Once you have a customer interested, setup is easy. The players can be provisioned in advance, so as soon as they're on site, they connect straight to ARYA and to the user's account. You don't have to do any network setup. The first time a customer account is set up, you'll have admin access so that you can add the new users, set up the roles, and then you can show people how to get started if they need it. There's no need to do lots of big design up front with ARYA either. We've looked at a lot today, but most customers get started with the cloud, and if they need more advanced features later, that can all be done over the air. Minimizing the need for on-site visits doesn't just reduce your costs, it helps us all with social distancing as well. If you have an existing installation that you'd like to try and upgrade to ARYA remotely, contact us. Sometimes that's possible, and our team will see what we can do to get your players upgraded to be ARYA compatible. Remember, ARYA works on any current or future SpinetiX device. Thanks for joining me to learn about SpinetiX ARYA. For 14 years, SpinetiX has been helping audiovisual experts make their signage business easier and more attractive. Join us today at spinetiX.com/ARYA.